Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A twin moment of hope and despair. COVID-19 vaccinations begin across the United States the same day the nation hits 300,000 confirmed coronavirus deaths. Experts warning the battle against the pandemic is far from over.
This vaccine, as wonderful as it is not going to change the trajectory of what we experienced this winter.
Now at noon, we're breaking down all the new developments and sharing what you need to know. And right now, experts are stressing that widespread improvement in the coronavirus situation won't be seen until well into 2021. Masks will be necessary for the foreseeable future. That is according to the experts. In the meantime, hundreds more U.S. hospitals will begin vaccinating their workers today as federal healthcare officials can clear the path for a second coronavirus vaccine. The FDA published its analysis of a second rigorously studied vaccine. This one is from drug maker Moderna. They published that today. And the detailed review confirmed that the two-shot regimen was 94% effective in a clinical trial, and it carried no serious safety concerns. The agency could greenlight the vaccine for emergency use as soon as this week, and that would be the second vaccine available in the fight against the pandemic. In the meantime, a pioneer in the technology that led to the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine says that she always expected it would work. Despite her confidence, she says that she had difficulty convincing others that it would be effective. Not only does the Pfizer vaccine use the mRNA platform she pioneered, so does the Moderna vaccine. And while she's happy to see her work helping people stay protected against the coronavirus, she's not celebrating just yet.
We will celebrate when, this human suffering is over, when, the hardship and all of this terrible time will end, and hopefully in the summer when we will forget about virus and vaccine, then I will be really celebrating.
And speaking of the vaccine, it's been a pretty busy day at the University of Michigan Hospital. That's over in Ann Arbor. Michigan Medicine plans to have 55 frontline workers vaccinated before the day is over. This is video that you're looking at right now of the process. And as Local 4's Nick Monticelli reports, some healthcare workers are very excited about it.
Good afternoon. They are excited, to say the least. In fact, Kristen and Aldi are waiting for the next patient to show up. The vaccine, can I take a sneak peek? What's it look like in here, Kristen?
Go ahead.
Okay, you said so. So there's the vaccine itself, Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. And this is something that a lot of people in this industry, of course, have been waiting for a very long time. I want to show you what the process looks like. Early this morning, they started rolling things out. The ultra freezers have been on all the time since they received this vaccine. Put it into a specialized cooler, bring it down the hallway, bring it into this main area where they're going to give the vaccinations out. And then they have to do what's called reconstitutioning, basically mixing it with saline to get it ready to inject into the patients. Now again, this first round of the vaccine is only for frontline workers, EMS workers, the nursing staff, doctors, so on and so forth here inside of this hospital. Yesterday, they got to 5 patients. Today, they're getting to 55 patients. And again, those are workers here. Now, you talk to the workers themselves. One actually was part of a COVID-19 trial process, looking at all of the trials and how the research was going. The other is just extremely excited that this is finally here, and this could be the beginning to the end.
Yeah, I'm really scared of COVID based on everything I've seen, but I'm not scared of the vaccine, and so, yeah, I was happy to volunteer to go as quickly as I could.
My colleagues and I, it seems like the general consensus is that everyone wants to get this vaccine. Everyone wants to feel safer at work, and all of us want to go back to, taking care of our normal patients.
I think there is a sense of kind of, seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, definitely, but, still wanting to make sure we stay vigilant. This is vaccines work when, the right number of people have them. And so, really until we get there, we can't let our guards down.
Now, as far as the timeline goes, they're saying they're trying to get as many workers through as they possibly can, up to 500 per day. It'll take a few weeks to get all the staff immunized. In Ann Arbor, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All right, Nick, thank you. On the national front now, doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine continue to reach locations all across the country, and frontline healthcare workers say that they finally feel like they're on the offense. Distribution of the vaccine will be the largest vaccination effort in U.S. history. And as Tom Costello reports, officials warn that it's going to take months to get enough people vaccinated to stop or slow the spread of COVID. He also has more information on the Moderna vaccine.
The FDA has said that it now expects to provide emergency authorization for the second vaccine, this one made by Moderna, could be happening by the end of the week. The good news is that the vaccine appears to be 94% effective. It also requires 2 doses, but it not only seems to block the symptoms, it seems to also block the infection. So that could be very good news in terms of ensuring that somebody not only doesn't get the symptoms themselves, but doesn't then shed the virus to somebody else. All of this as the Pfizer vaccine continues to roll out nationwide this week, 2.9 million doses this week. We expect another 4.5 million to be authorized for rollout on Friday and into the weekend. So we are now in a situation where we've got a lot of doses of vaccine rolling across the country over the next week or so. They anticipate that by the end of January, we could have 50 million doses already in the arms of people nationwide, 100 million people having been vaccinated by the end of February. And by that point, probably 4 vaccines in circulation between 4 different pharmaceutical companies. And today, day 2 now of the mass rollout of the Pfizer vaccine, really taking aim, as you know, at medical workers nationwide. And then on Monday, they will start with 1,100 nursing homes across the country. I'm Tom Costello in Washington. Back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you for the perspective there. Things have gotten so bad in the United States that about 1 person dies of COVID-19 every minute. Funeral homes and morgues are now overwhelmed. The United States just surpassed 16,545,000 coronavirus cases, and more than 301,000 people have died from the virus. These are numbers from the Johns Hopkins University database. And then here at home, Governor Whitmer is going to be updating the state on the coronavirus at 1:30. You can watch it live right here on Local 4. We're also expecting new coronavirus case numbers this afternoon, but on Monday, the state reported 7,205 new cases. That also means that we got an update on deaths as well. There were 90 additional deaths in a 2-day period, so that was for a total of 48 hours. In the meantime, negotiations continue as lawmakers work to save a COVID-19 relief bill on Capitol Hill. This comes as Congress must also pass a $1.4 trillion spending bill to avoid a shutdown. That measure must be approved by Friday at midnight to fund the federal government until the end of September 2021. Federal lawmakers are hopeful they can also find common ground on a $908 billion compromise COVID relief plan. The COVID relief package is expected to include extended unemployment programs for 16 weeks. New at noon, a Wisconsin judge will not block extradition for one of the men charged in the alleged plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Brian Higgins is his name, and he was not seen on this morning's virtual hearing, but his lawyer argued his extradition paperwork is void because the governor signed it, and they believe that it created a conflict of interest with Whitmer as the potential victim in the plot. The judge disagreed, arguing the complaint was filed by the Michigan Attorney General's office. Higgins is charged with providing material support to terrorism. Also, just coming into the Local 4 newsroom, for the first time, top Senate Republican Mitch McConnell acknowledges that Joe Biden is the president-elect. He also congratulated Biden on his victory, declining to do so previously while President Trump contested the election results. The Electoral College officially clinched Biden's win on Monday. Let's turn now with our attention to the forecast as we take a live look outside through one of our sky cams here in downtown Detroit. Meteorologist Paul Gross is standing by for us, and you've got something kind of cool to show us.
Well, you know, Evrod, I've always said when you have high clouds around, that gives you beautiful sunrises or sunsets. Well, take a look. I recorded our sunrise this morning from our downtown sky cam atop the Penobscot building. Just take a look at that. That is absolutely spectacular. And what a great way to start the day. You see those high clouds kind of filtering on through. And now we look live here, you can see that we have more of those high clouds around, and temperatures are doing exactly what they're supposed to. We're in the mid to upper 20s right now. The wind remains light, so that's good news. Not a lot of wind chill. And there you see on the visible satellite, you see those high clouds there. Again, they're thin, so that allows the sunshine through. And we'll get up to the low 30s for a high today. We'll talk about tomorrow's storm and the impact on us in just a few minutes, Evrod.
All righty, Paul, we'll see you in just a bit. Still to come here at noon, a new strain of the coronavirus is identified in England. Now, the big question is, what does this mean for the vaccines? We'll take a closer look after the break.